Story is Change of Heart. There lived a thief called Rajnath in the town of Rajnagar. No one knew that he was a thief. So well he had set up his other face identity. Other one thought he was a nice and honest person. Overtly, he ran a tailoring shop in his colony. Most of the people knew him and thought that he was a hard working person of impeccable character. He was already ready to help others in every possible way within his means. Thus, he had a good social standing. The neighborhood people respected him and he had been elected into a local body as well. Rajnath used to change color at the dead of the night when he would strike it in the far off colony as an expert thief. In that art, he was almost an artist. He never stole in his own or nearby colonies, so no one could ever suspect him of being the dreaded thief of the night. Rajnath had a daughter who was engaged into a very good family. The groom was an ideal young man. Rajnath wanted to marry his daughter with some pomp and show according to his fair social standing. For that, he badly needed a tidy sum. Whatever he had was spent in the engagement ceremony and the costly gifts to the members of the groom's side. He needed a big heist. For several days he tried to strike, but only small fry he could bag. He was determined to make a big kill and then give up stealing for good. He was a devotee of goddess Vaibhav Lakshmi. He prayed to her for one of last big success. Rajnath was particular about the Friday fast in the name of the goddess and her regular worship. One night, on a stealing mission, he ventured too far chanting the name of the goddess, Vaibhav Lakshmi. He stopped at the realization and peered around. He saw a house opposite which his thief instinct said would yield a prize. Rajnath stealthily entered the house. In the darkness, his thief eyes scanned around. Two women lived in that house. One was old and another was young. Both were fast asleep. The thief groped around and found a box. He quickly opened it and felt inside with his right hand. A bundle came into his hand, which he seized and walked out of the house. On way home, he tried to weigh the bundle and feel it for contents. His hunch was that it was a pay dirt. Perhaps he had bagged a small treasure. Back home, he stored away the steel and went to sleep. He didn't want his family to know about his secret profession. The house he stole was a widow's house who had a younger daughter to marry. The bundle Rajnath had stolen represented all the money the old woman had scraped together for the marriage of her daughter. Kamla was the name of the widow. The bundle contained ornaments and the cash. In the morning, when she found the treasure bundle missing, she screamed and started wailing. In one night, her and her daughter's future lay in ruin. The widow had slaved all her life to earn that bundle to be able to marry off her daughter. What a tragedy! The old woman too was a devotee of Vaibhav Lakshmi. She lamented before goddess idol. Ma, why this has happened to me of all persons? Why didn't I get your protection? Where have I erred? How I and my daughter would end our lives before you. There is no escape or hope for us now. Meanwhile, Rajnath dozed off while working in his shop during the day, as he had not slept enough during the night. He saw a dream. In the dream, Goddess Vaibhav Lakshmi appeared and sounded rebuked him for the stealing the bundle of treasure from the widow's house. She ordered him to return the bundle to its owner immediately and seek her forgiveness, or he will be punished. Rajnath woke up profusely sweating. He went home without wasting any time and retrieved the stolen bundle from its hiding place. He ran straight to the house he had stolen from the previous night. He knocked at the door. The door was opened by the widow, whose eyes were still red due to weeping at her loss. Rajnath handed the stolen bundle to the widow and said, I am your culprit. I stole this bundle from your box last night. Take it back. Goddess Vaibhava Lakshmi has ordered me to do so. The widow started at her recovery property. She thanked the goddess and Rajnath for saving her and her daughter's future. Before his leaving, the widow forced him to drink cold water. Rajnath went home wondering how he was going to marry his daughter. To his shock, he found the man with whose son his daughter was engaged, waiting for him in his shop. Rajnath felt a chill. Was he there to tell him about the cancellation of engagement, as Rajnath was failing to go through the marriage ceremony? But he was mistaken. The man said, due to the blessings of Vaibhav Lakshmi, I earn a sudden windfall of lakhs of rupees in business. I don't want any dowry now. Only thing I want to quick marriage, very simple one, just a dozen people in all and a pandit to complete the ceremony. Ma Vaibhav Lakshmi has so instructed me in my dream. Let's have the marriage tomorrow itself. Rajnath stared at the man, overwhelmed with joy. He paid obeisance to Ma Vaibhav Lakshmi in his heart, and he took a vow never to steal again.